Pokemon Pocket just came out, or at least it's soft launch in New Zealand, and I want to give my general day one thoughts on the game. I was very hyped for this. I was a bit skeptical and concerned that maybe the battles wouldn't be good because they didn't really show any gameplay in the trailers or anything like that. But I streamed it today for like a really long time and I didn't get bored of it. I kept wanting to play more of it. Now, do keep in mind, I've never played Pokemon, the trading card game. I like collected the cards and stuff like that as a kid, but I never actually played the game properly. And it seemed a bit overwhelming and daunting. And I think that's what this game is trying to do. It's trying to be a bit more palatable, a bit more easy to access, a lot more casual than the normal game, physical, or is it trading card game online, I think it's called. And yeah, I feel like first and foremost, this does seem like a collectible game. Like you kind of log in, you get 2 packs a day, and you open your packs and you see if you got anything fun and shiny, and you collect them all. Like that seems to kind of be the main focus. They do have the battling, which kind of seems a little bit like an afterthought, but I actually had a lot of fun with it. I was worried there wouldn't be enough depth or anything like that, like it might get stale after a few hours, but so far I'm having a lot of fun with it. We'll have to see after 100 or 200 hours if it does become stale once I do kind of figure out the meta, because right now might be some sort of like honeymoon phase, I guess, because I've never really played the Pokemon game and I don't really understand anything. I'm just learning about, you know, energy and retreating and all that stuff. But yeah, I've been having a really good time with it. I think the main difference between the physical or other versions of the game, non-pocket versions, is your energy automatically generates 1 per turn, basically, but not on your first turn. So I feel like that adds a bit of an element to it. I've mostly been running mono decks. I do want to mess around with a lot of other decks, but for now, on day one, it's mostly just been, if I'm playing a fire deck, it's just fires and colorless. If I'm playing, you know, a water deck, it's just water and colorless, and I guess like 6 or 7 or 8 trainer or items or whatever. But I'm excited to mess around quite a bit. Again, it does seem like there's more depth than I had originally anticipated. We'll have to see what happens once everyone figures out like all the busted decks and stuff like that. And I don't know, with a lot of online card games, people end up getting like trackers and they start aggregating all this data, and then you just figure out what's good and what sucks. And I kind of don't like that, even though it happens to all games. But it's kind of nicer when you don't know those stats, like for certain, I think. Anyway, that might be a hot take, but yeah. And it seems like this is only mobile. Like you can't really get an emulator to work on this. I don't think they plan on having a PC client. So maybe it'll make it harder for people to get stats like that. So maybe it'll take longer to figure out the meta, making the game feel a little bit more fresh for longer. Hopefully, we'll have to see. And then I have no idea about like the cadence of patches or balance or new sets or anything like that. So there's a lot up in the air and a lot of uncertainty. But after day one, I'm having a really good time collecting things. You know, putting together binders and stuff like that is not really for me, but I do like collecting, I guess, the cards. I like seeing the full arts and stuff like that. But for me, the main draw does seem to be the battle. So we'll have to see how long battle mode lasts. And there is no ranked mode. I believe there's an internal MMR. I would hope so. But as long as there's an internal MMR, I'll probably have fun playing casual, have fun messing around with fun different decks. But I would love a ranked mode. That would make this so much more enjoyable for me, and I think a lot of people. So hopefully they end up adding that. Otherwise, I might lose interest in a bit, but yeah, I do plan on making content on this until I kind of get bored, which again might be after 100 hours, might be after 200 hours, might be never. I mean, I played Hearthstone for 6 or 7 years pretty much daily, and I was able to endure that. I've played Snap for almost 2 years now, and I'm not really bored of Snap. So yeah, maybe that's another question. Am I quitting? I'm not quitting Snap. I could play multiple games and have fun. I really enjoy Snap, especially when the meta is good. Sometimes the meta is okay, Sometimes the meta is great, and when it's great, I love it. And when it's okay, I might just lean into Pokemon a little bit more. I do think I'm probably rambling a little bit. I mean, going second seems kind of OP. A little bit busted. I remember in Hearthstone, it was like having coin was kind of OP at times because you could just cheat out one big thing early. And going second here pretty much means you get to attack first, which is a huge deal, actually. I think in the physical formats or just anything besides Pocket, to my understanding, going first was better, but now it seems like going second is better. And I'm curious to see the win rate on going second versus going first, because maybe it depends on the deck, but right now I definitely feel like going second is the best thing you could do. Yeah, okay, I think that's it. Collecting's fun, battling's fun. I like it. It's met my expectations. It's surpassed my expectations. Is it pay to win? I don't think it's nearly as pay to win as Marvel Snap. I have spent money on the game because I want to get this stuff fast so I can make content on it. But as a casual consumer of the game, I feel like you're totally fine. After a month or two, I feel like you'll have like all the cards, and maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I'm coping, but that's pretty good. With Snap, you have to spend so much to keep up, I feel like. But yeah, okay. I think that's about it. I will probably make another one of these after like a week with my thoughts again. Maybe after I put in like 100 hours or something like that, I might make another video. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Move to New Zealand and try it out. It's free. Good luck on ladder and stay hydrated.